Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Thursday, August 15th, 2024. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief presented by Annapolis Subaru and the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. Boy, it's been a very busy week for me here, but I am so looking forward to Friday night when I get to, once again, relieve new friends and old friends of their hard-earned cash during a periodic poker night. Anyhow, it's not Friday just yet, and we do have some news, so shall we? A 17-year-old male was shot near Smithville and Russell Streets in Annapolis just after 11 p.m. on Tuesday night. This is in the area of the Boys and Girls Clubs at the Wiley Bates Heritage Park. The victim, who was struck twice in the back, was flown to the R. Adams Cowley Shock Trauma Center in Baltimore with serious but non-life-threatening injuries. We have learned that today he is in stable condition. The only information that the Annapolis Police Department has released was that there were two assailants, both wearing hooded masks. Now, this is a fantastic program. The Department of Aging and Disabilities in Anne Arundel County is seeking volunteers for its Telephone Reassurance Program, which provides daily well-checked phone calls to older adults and individuals with disabilities. Volunteers are needed to make telephone calls from their home between 8 and 10:30 a.m. on one or more days each month. The program helps residents maintain their independence and offers peace of mind to all of their relatives and families. Interested volunteers can apply by calling 410-222-4339, and they must complete a background check and training prior to starting. A recent feasibility study on establishing a passenger ferry service system in Maryland's Chesapeake Bay is scheduled to be released in full a bit later on today. The proposed system is aimed at boosting water transportation, economic growth, and tourism across 21 coastal communities, including Annapolis. The implementation is still a long ways off, as this is just the feasibility study, so you want to check back with us a little bit later this morning for the full study and the results. And in other ferry news, the Annapolis Ferry is moving forward. The City of Annapolis has issued a request for proposals for the design and construction of an electric passenger ferry to operate between City Dock and Eastport, just like the current Eastport Bridge does. The project, funded by a $2.875 million grant from the Federal Transit Administration, is going to support the acquisition of two battery-powered vessels and necessary infrastructure improvements. The ferry initiative is part of Mayor Gavin Buckley's 100% electric mobility plan, which also includes electric buses and expanded EV charging infrastructure. Hey, here's some podcast stuff. Up this weekend on the Local Business Spotlight, we're going to be chatting with Ricky Nelson, the Director of Sailing for the Annapolis Sailing School. And we did release another bonus pod yesterday with Jamie McLean from the Jamie McLean Band. And he is not in the Songwriters Festival, but he does have a show at Ram's Head on Stage on the 30th that looks to be an amazing one. Check out that pod, and if you want to go to that show, let me know. I do have a pair of tickets. And in closing, one of the best ways to keep up on the local news is the Daily News Recap email. It does go out at 7 p.m. every night, 365 days every year. It is free. It is paywall free. And here is a link right here in the show notes for you to sign up if you aren't already. And please feel free to share it to your friends, family, and colleagues. All right, that is a wrap. As always, thank you for being you, and a thank you to the sponsors for the Daily News Brief. Annapolis Subaru, the SPCA of Anne Arundel County, Solar Energy Services, Hospice of the Chesapeake, and the Annapolis Songwriters Festival. All right, now you just need to sit back because we have weather from DCMDVA Weather, and because it's Thursday, Trevor's here with Annapolis Makerspace and your Annapolis Makerspace Maker Minutes. All of that's coming right up, so hang tight.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. Is all this talk of inflation making you uneasy? Me too, especially the uncertainty. How bad will it eat into my future purchasing power? Well, don't feel helpless because solar energy can give you some financial control. By installing and owning your solar system, you can lock out electricity cost inflation by locking in your electricity price for more than 25 years. Many of our inflation-fighting clean energy systems offset 100% of the annual electricity demands. Customers frequently add electric vehicle charging and backup batteries to their solar projects, providing them inexpensive auto fuel and additional energy security for the home. Freeze energy inflation in its tracks by committing to affordable, clean solar energy. Call us today at 410-923-6090 or visit us at solarsaves.net. But don't wait another minute. Sunshine's a waste.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Thursday, August 15th. More great weather conditions are expected across the Annapolis region today and tomorrow ahead of some possible showers and storms late Friday through Sunday. Look for sunny skies today and Friday with highs each day in the mid-80s or so, with some clouds likely moving into the region in the PM hours as a frontal boundary approaches from the west on Friday, which will help bring a chance of rain late Friday with skies remaining mixed and unsettled with additional chances for showers and storms Saturday and Sunday as PM highs remain in the low to mid-80s throughout the weekend. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DCMDVA Weather. Make it a great day out there today. Stay healthy and be safe. And be sure to follow DCMDVA Weather on Facebook and X each day for updates along with the website at dcmdvaweather.info so you can always stay weather informed.
Coping with advanced illness can be overwhelming, and determining the best options for a loved one isn't always so easy. But here at Hospice of the Chesapeake, your hometown hospice, we want you to know you do have a choice. You can choose exactly who provides the care and the type of care you receive, and it's your decision when and where your loved one receives that care. We have served our community, family, and friends for over 40 years. We are there when you need us. Learn how we can help at hospicechesapeake.org.
Every week, makers, crafters, and educators hold events all over the area. Highlighting some of those, here's our Maker Minutes, brought to you by Annapolis Makerspace.
Hey, this is Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace with this week's Maker Minutes. At Chesapeake Light Craft in Annapolis, registration is open for their classes coming up in September, including ones making scary day sailors, lapstrick dinghies, teardrop campers, and more. At Knits and Pieces off of Bestgate Road, today check out their Granny Square pullover sweater class, making Audrey Drysdale's Harpeth. Saturday, there's remedial crochet, and Saturday and Sunday, they have Not Your Granny's Granny Squares. And then on Monday, there's an intermediate sweater class making a salty air sweater. And registration is open for intermediate granny squares, knitting socks 2 at a time, socks 101, basic sweater knitting, as well as knitting with tiny needles. At Books for International Goodwill off the Defense Highway, tomorrow through Saturday, check out their big book sale. This is a fundraiser for the Pearl Rotary Club. They have thousands of books at great prices. At Blended Essentials in Severna Park, their summer camps are in full swing, making candles, soaps, bath bombs, lotions, and more. And each camp has a different theme. Next week's theme is Outdoor Adventures. At Local by Design, Wednesday, check out a Fused Glass Ocean Wave Workshop. And over at Art Farm, their kids' summer camps have wound up, but their fall kids' art camp sessions are posted and registration is open. Sessions include camps for hand-drawn comics, pencil, charcoal, ink, and watercolor, mixed media, nature art, poetry, and lots more. And registration is also open for some adult workshops, including watercolor, mixed media, batik, building a gnome garden, and more botanical drawing. And also a reminder to check out their monthly creative circle, where you can work on your own projects in whatever medium you enjoy, or work with the instructor on a concept and materials that they have on hand. The next one is coming up September 5th at the Anne Arundel County Public Library System this week. Saturday, Eastport Annapolis NEC has Build It with Lego. Crofton has Ask a Master Gardener. Deal has a Drop-In Family Lego Build and Play Challenge. Severna Park has a Community Service Crafternoon. This month they're preparing activities for their Summer at Your Library Grand Finale. And Odenton has a Crafting Materials Swap. On Monday, Brooklyn Park has Science Shines, going on a mini scavenger hunt and creating sun catchers from what you find. And Glen Burnie has a Lego Club. On Tuesday, Glen Burnie has Little Artist Process Art. Discoveries has a Lego Build and Create Monthly Challenge. Severna Park has Mindful Making. Severn has Sit and Stitch. And Broadneck has the Broadneck Needle Crafters. And then on Wednesday, Edgewater has Crafty Seniors. Eastport Annapolis NEC has the Mad Hatters Knitting Club. And Mountain Road has Art from TikTok, working with pastels. And at Unallocated Space in Severn, tonight they have a virtual happy hour. Tomorrow is a DEF CON 443 cybersecurity meetup. Saturday, they have a flower crown workshop, just in time for Renfest season. Monday, they have a project night. And Wednesday, they have their weekly open house. If you have any questions about the Annapolis Makerspace, the Maker Minutes, or any of these events, feel free to contact me at trevor@makeannapolis.org. And you can find links to all of these events at the Annapolis Makerspace website, also at makeannapolis.org. And whether you're making art, software, sawdust, or just a mess, chances are you're already a maker. This has been Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace with this week's Maker Minutes.
It's a nap time Saturday night.
Get ready for the 2024 Annapolis Songwriters Festival, happening September 12th through the 15th. This year, they're bringing 4 days of incredible music with over 100 shows across 15-plus venues in downtown Annapolis. Don't miss headliners like Citizen Cope, J.J. Gray and Mofro, and Lee Brice, along with many more amazing artists. Tickets are on sale now at AnnapolisSongwritersFestival.com. There are hundreds of hours of free showcases. Don't miss an unforgettable weekend of music, stories, and fun in the heart of Annapolis. Tickets are on sale now at AnnapolisSongwritersFestival.com. You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.